Hey YouTube, bit different today. Yeah, so Buck Shelley from Budgie died last week. I thought I'd do a wee Budgie are amazing. Obviously he's not going to get any money from it now, but I don't think they did monetary wise particularly well. But I've been a fan for a long time, partly because of the covers. I'm going to kind of run through some of them, and the cover's amazing. Obviously, just the whole idea of having somebody with a Budgie's head, brilliant. I remember being told. The first one I got was In for the Kill. I probably looked at it. So I don't know all of these records. I do have. I looked up the discography to put them in order, and I'm missing a couple. I'm missing Impeccable and Power Supply, two of them. Something like that. So these have been listened to. The problem I have with a lot of the Budgie stuff is this was in the era when I think I was working in Pitlochry, or I was basically driving a lot. So I would buy these records and I would stick the record on and would put it on a tape or a CD. Like just fill the CD up, so it would just be like side one, side two, this one, and the next bit of the next one. And if a song was a bit slow, I would maybe just skip past it on the record. So I kind of don't know the names of a lot of these ones. I'm not really sure which ones I know, if you know what I mean. The first album, I was not super mega impressed with it. They've always got funny song titles. Nude Disintegrating Parachute Women, for example. Still good, but I really don't think they'd found their. Somebody might be worth money actually. Not because he's dead, just that looks like he might even be a black guy in the band. Don't know. And that's him getting chased by a horse. They did that in the 70s. I think it was 71 or something like that. I don't know. I couldn't find a very obvious bit that tells you actually where and when they were made. But yeah, so I'm going to be listening to a lot of these. I tried listening to some of it on YouTube and really might be something to do with my stereo, but I don't think so. I think I can just tell the difference between like a good records on a stereo than I can on an output from the telly going into the same stereo. So album 1, Budgie. Album 2, Squawk. Again, awesome album cover. I did find this one a little bit disappointing. Whiskey River Rocking Man. See, Hot as a Docker's Armpit. I think I remember that one. Young as the World. Studio South Wales. 72. So that one would be 71, 72, because real bands did an album a year. But again, awesome cover. Again, I don't think they'd really found out exactly what they were doing at this point. This is the famous one. Gatefold, You Never Turn Your Back on a Friend. Was it Gatefold? It is Gatefold. Yeah, so this is the one with Bread Fan on it, isn't it? I think that this is actually quite a rare one. A 1989 Repertoire Records. So it's just got the track titles for In the Grip of a Tire Fitter's Hand. Yeah, I think it's meant to have both sides. The song titles for both sides written on it, and this one only has them on one. And it's Bread Fan, Baby Please Don't Go. It's like, oh, they covered that. You're the Biggest Thing Since Powdered Milk. But Bread Fan's the one you know, actually. That's the one Metallica covered it. Metallica covered quite a few Budgie songs, and I think, although I do think Lars is a bit of a dick, he was trying to push folk, you should buy Budgie are good, amazing. Why are they not much bigger than they are? I remember meeting a guy I was working with in Caberboard, and just out past Stirling, and he was like, Budgie were the best, like live band Budgie were just the best. They were better than all of them. And he was like kicking about round about, in the 70s and stuff. So he was going to see, all the amazing British bands that were kicking about round about then. He said Budgie were just the most amazing. I think it was actually because of him that I bought the Breaking All the House Rules album, or the album with Breaking All the House Rules on it. But I already had this one. It would be interesting to have I bought this purely because of the cover, and I bought this quite a long time ago, so we're going to go. I used to write when I bought these things. 98. Yeah, £2.50. Yeah, so Budgie In for the Kill. This one has got a One for the Kill, Hammer and Tongs. It's like they've got amazing half riffs, kind of like. It's just amazing how they could just build such a groove. I think they were always a 3-piece. Buck Shelley's the bass player and the singer, and I don't know even if he wrote the songs. All songs written by the three of them, pretty much, or the two of them. Bourke, Yeah, no. 1974, this one, apart from one song, which is 71. Crash Course in Brain Surgery. Yeah, so this album was the first budgie album I had. I used to put it on quite a lot. I really like this one. Awesome. Really thin vinyl, actually. I can feel it there. This is the premium time of thin records. You know, it's like, you think, oh, records are always good, but you can do that. Not a belter. But these are all getting listened to this afternoon. I've got some guitars to fix up. I do actually have quite a lot of vinyl. Could probably actually do a vinyl channel. The thing is, I don't know what any of these things are. I mean, is this an original one? I don't even know. It doesn't look like it. But you never know about these things. And we're getting on to, oh, here we go, Bandelier. This was one of the first records. I've actually got 2 copies of it because the one I bought was this is my original one here. 25 pence. And I bought this purely because of the cover. And also, this must have been round about when I was working in Caberboard, when that guy I was talking about. So up here, Breaking All the House Rules, what a song. I was like, I don't think I know that one, and I saw this for 25p like the following week. That right, I'll have that. See what it is. I don't know if this has got a... This has got... it looks like codes from Zelda on it. It's pretty sad, isn't it? Budgie, Bandelier, 25. 7701. So yeah, this one's only 20 years old since I bought it. But this one has Breaking All the House Rules on it, and that is an absolute banger of a tune. I don't know, Napoleon Bonaparte 1 and Napoleon Bonaparte 2. Obviously pretty rocking, but Breaking All the House Rules is the absolute killer in that. It was so good that I bought a better version of it, and it just wasn't as likely to be scratchy. I don't know how much later on about that. 9 years later, £1.50. You know, it's like the records used to cost. I used to buy these. That's why I've got my music taste is where it is. I was buying this sort of stuff for £1, just going, look at that cover, that looks amazing, and getting stuff like Budgie, and then I don't know what Budgie records are worth now, but I mean, amazing. And now we got on to, this is my favourite one. This is when I was Britannia. If I was Britannia, I'd waive the rules. This has got some of the best songs on it I've ever heard. During the summer, I was down at seeing my pal Wade, and we were sitting there, and I think Peter had already gone, so his pal Martin was there. He was asleep, and we'd been drinking all day. It was like a total drink-a-thon, so it was. It was like, what do you want to listen to? I was like, stick on Budgie. Wayne's like, I don't really know Budgie. And I was like, you're right, well, I go for the If I Were Britannia, and it was like, and again, it's this. I remember listening to this. The first time I heard this was driving across one time the road from Pitlochry to Glasgow was closed, so I had to go the scenic route, which was valleys and it was snow-capped mountains, and that must have just been the time when I'd bought this record and put it onto a cassette or a CD and had it in the car, and it was just, this is immense. I don't think it's one of the big sellers is Budgies and Spacesuits. But I absolutely love this, and this is the one I put on when we were down at Wayne Loads. You know, this is, I don't know, probably, I'm going to say 4 in the morning, but actually it was probably about 11 o'clock at night when we were up here. So that bit of sort of, I just like, yes, and Martin was asleep, we kept waking up, man, Budgie, and he'd be like, Budgie, and then back to sleep again, and we did that about 20 times. What a guy that Martin is, lovely guy. He was never annoyed. The problem was he was clearly asleep, and we were prodding him and going, Budgie's on, and he'd be like, up here, yeah, and he'd be awake for 10 seconds and he would fall asleep again, but he was always happy when he woke up. You know, if he'd been a bit grumpy, we wouldn't have prodded him so much. Yeah, so If I Were Britannia, I'd Waive the Rules. It's fantastic. And then we're going to ones which I need to listen to these. Power Supply, I don't know this one at all. I think they went a bit 80s by this point. Well, it is the 80s. Was it 81 or something? 1980. Four-Arm Smash, Hellbender. Good names. But and good album cover. I need to listen to this one again. I really don't know it at all. I don't know. I don't. Why weren't they huge? I don't know. And then Delivering Us from Evil, which not the greatest back cover. I don't think I know any. Bored with Russia. Yeah, so I need to listen to this again. This is a wee bit like 82. I think there's one in the middle there. I've missed out Impeccable, which has got like a cat facing. I know that I was watching a thing with Dave Mustaine on it the other day, and he was talking about the Impeccable album, and it's like, that's the one I don't have, really. Although I do have, there's one, did I say Power Supply? Night Flight, there's one called Night Flight, which, to be honest, I totally recognise the cover, so I think I might have it. It might just be in the wrong bit in my records. So I need to listen to Deliver Us From Evil again. Again, I don't know it. This is in very, very good condition, implying that it's not been superb. It's not been very heavily played. Then we've got a Best of Budgie, Bread Fan, Ain't No Mountain, Can't See My Feelings, Baby Please Don't Go, Breaking All the House Rules, Breaking In For The Kill, In The Grip of a Tire Fetter's Hand. Yeah, so I mean, again, that would just have been bought because of the cover. Don't know. The problem I always got with Budgie a little bit is they do quite a lot of slow songs, and they're really slow, but all the fast ones are absolutely ripping. And then there's If Swallowed, Do Not Induce Vomiting. Obviously I paid super money for that one, $3.99. But this has Panzer Division Destroyed on it, which is an absolute belter. I first heard that, and it was a record called, it's not Monsters of Rock, it's Reading Rock Volume 1 or something it's called, and it's got some, I think it might even have Iron Maiden on it, or Rainbow or something. It's like a festival record, and it's got Panzer Division Destroyed on it, and it's an absolute kicking version. It's better live than it is on that EP, but amazing. So basically check out Budgie. They'll get, so, and if you don't like one song, flip on to the next one. They've got quite a lot. The one that really blew my mind was on that If I Were Britannia. They've got such a thing going on. I can't really, just amazing. So listen, I never got to see Budgie. I think they did play a couple of times in the last 20 years, but no tours. I never missed them, as in I didn't get to see them in Glasgow. That they haven't played in Glasgow since what was that, 98? Since then they haven't been about, because I would have gone to see them most definitely. I think he had really poor health, Burke Shelley, the singer. I think he was really ill he's been ill for a long time, just not very well. So I think they played a couple of festivals in the 2000s, I think, which I didn't really want to go all the way down to Wales to see a festival that only had Budgie, and never heard of any other bands, and nobody else would go with me anyway. So amazing. So check out Budgie, and well done, Burke Shelley, one of my heroes. Desperately, I don't know why would he be a hero for wearing those glasses, but he's got like big glasses on, like NHS glasses, and his amazing screaming, and so influential for so many bands like your Metallicas and your Megadeths. Budgie were right up at the top of that, but they never seemed to break through into the big league, really, because most folk had never even heard of them. More distortion than that. Rat pedal. Got to imagine the bass is doing. Actually, a bit like the Beastie Boys Sabotager. I mean, I depressingly don't know that many Budgie songs to play on the guitar off the top of my head. I will be working out some, definitely, when I'm listening to those records this afternoon, wiring guitars. What was the other one? Panzer... This Strat is not giving me the distortion of it. I need more! More rock.
Here we go, hands up, Italian destroy. Rattling down, powering where to play. Burning this seals the deal.
Yeah, so I can't. I should be able to play more budgie than I can. I can't. That might be quite good for me backing track actually. Yeah, so awesome. You'll see this guitar, more of this tomorrow. I bought this yesterday and then went over to Scott's. I did a bit of a video in the car, but I don't think I'll bother putting any of that up. Talking about this and probably talking about it on the live stream on Sunday night to see what to do with it. It's like, obviously it's been, we can't leave it the way it is. Rock on!